Okay, good evening, everybody. Back after a few days. Let's see who all comes live right now. And Instagram is now telling the followers Jayas, Jasraj, Official Pritaj, Color Secrets, Tuba, Syed, Khushi, the math boy. Somebody loves math. Khushi Monga, Kashish, Parvani, Ashutosh Tiwari, Lakshmi Anand. Hi guys, how are you doing? And good to be back after a few days. I'm traveling. I'm traveling to Punjab. Yesterday, I landed in Amritsar and started doing some school seminars. Today I had some school visits, and tomorrow I am meeting parents and students from various schools of Amritsar. So I am super excited. Hi Prachi, good to see you after a long time on one of my lives. And so tomorrow I'm meeting parents and students of Amritsar, and then it's Jalandhar, and then it's Ludhiana, and then it's Chandigarh. All right. So I hope everybody from Punjab, you are excited to come and meet me, share a cup of coffee, and let's talk about some career planning and stuff like that. But today, I thought I will talk to you about something different and other than careers. While you can have some questions and I can always answer them. But do you know that while we want to become successful and we start researching about careers and colleges and universities, one particular thing we do not research about. And that becomes the differentiator between people who are successful and not so successful. So I'm not just talking about career and colleges. I'm talking about life. In life, we keep on talking about Kashish saying, I'm coming to meet you tomorrow there. All right, Kashish, I look forward to see you. All right. So in life, some of us become super successful and the others become average people. Do you know why? Because we end up researching so much about the other factors, but we do not research about this one factor that I'm talking about. Yes, we do not research about this one factor, but people who research about this one factor are the ones who become successful and rich, are the ones who are happy, are the ones who are able to travel the world, are the ones who are able to buy big cars and make huge investments because they research about the most important thing in life. Do you want to know what am I talking about? So while everybody is researching about so many different things, they are researching about the country they want to settle in. They are researching about the career they want to pick. They are researching about the universities they want to go. They want to research about the companies they want to join. But they do not research about this one factor. And the moment you start researching about this one factor, boom, the amazing opportunities open for you. You are able to realize where you will be successful and where you will not be successful, and what can make you super successful. Okay, and where you will be more happy and where you will not be. Do you really want to know about this particular factor? Quickly tell me if you want to know about this particular factor. Today I'm going to give you a magical secret about how do you become successful and why people do not become successful. Okay, so do you want to know? Okay, Lahar says passion. Anuk says what? Sanchak says yes. Okay, make a guess. What am I talking about? So Lahar has said passion. Make a guess. What am I talking about? What particular factor am I talking about which is the most ignored but is most important for you to become successful and rich and happy and be able to travel the world and be able to make a lot of investments? Monisha says Sonu sir shaved. No, I did not shave. I still have some stubble. Come on. Okay, tell me, what is that one factor? Charvi Khullar says placements. Nah. Hamad says our interest close but not there. Dynamic and ever-changing society environment. Planning. Backup is the factor maybe. No, consistency is not. What all of you are talking about are the things that we all should do. We should be consistent. We should be diligent. We should be aware about what's happening in our surroundings. But there is one thing that we do not research about. We research about companies. We research about colleges and universities. We research about careers. But this is one thing that we do not research about. And it is the most ignored thing, and that's why 99.99% people in the world are average and 0.01% people are the ones who succeed. What is that thing that we do not research about? Okay, I'll tell you. We do not research about us. Okay? And we need to start investing some time in ourselves. I have become successful only by knowing myself well. Okay? You can become successful only by knowing yourself well. So you need to research about yourself. That's where it starts from. That is the differentiator. Every successful person in the world is the one who knows himself or herself well. So it is not about just about your desires. I'm talking about a holistic picture about yourself. So let's take an example. Do you know, to become successful, passion, yes, it is important. Courage, yes, it is important. Risk taking, yes, it is important. But what is most important is your ability to time well. Now understand this. You will see people who are dealing in gold, okay? But they make losses in gold. But you will also see people who are dealing in iron, but they make profits in iron. How does that happen? Gold is more expensive, iron is cheap, but somebody makes losses in gold and somebody makes profit in iron. Okay? You will see people becoming successful because of one particular thing, and that's called timing. Okay? That's called timing. So where do I know about perfect timing? I will tell you. So if you ask me what kind of a person I am, I will say I am a night owl. Okay? I can work late in the night. I can continue working for hours and hours in the night, but I am not really a morning person. So you know what do? I keep my most important tasks, my most important proposals to be sent to the universities, my most important emailers to be sent to the students, my most important business plans, whether it is student internship or student club or doing an event like GEC. I plan all of them in the evening hours. You know why? Because I'm an evening person. I peak my energy only after 5 o'clock in the evening. Okay. Now, some of us are morning people. Some of us are afternoon people. And some of us are evening people. Do you even know what kind of a person you are? What kind of a timing person you are? So if you are a morning person, then doing your most important tasks, studying something logical, studying something analytical, studying something which you are really struggling at, you should do it in the morning. Okay. Traditionally, over a particular day, 94, 95, almost 94% of the day, right? So traditionally, over a period of a day, 24 hours, almost three-fourths of the world, they are active in the morning. Their energy will start going down sometime in the late afternoon, and they are least productive in the evening. Okay. But there are still 1/4 people who do not fall into this bracket. Okay. They do not fall into this bracket. Just because it says that you need to get up early, it is not that easy. Okay. We can read a book, How to Get Up Early. We can read a book, the 5 a.m. Club. Amazing books. If you can do it, amazing. But it is not so easy to do it. What's easier to do is to figure out what kind of a person you are. Are you an early morning person? Are you an early riser? Are you a late riser? Are you a night owl? Or are you a lark? So you really need to figure out what kind of a person are you, what time of the day your energy peaks, and you keep your maximum work into that part of the day. You keep your most important work into that part of the day, and that is what will start making a difference in your life. You will see that instead of spending, so for example, in my case, because I'm a late night person and I'm a night owl, if I start my day and if I start it early, barring my presentations and everything, you would see that I would spend 4 hours in doing something and the result will still be lesser than what I would have wanted. But versus that, when I do it in the evening, when my energy is at its peak, right, I would spend 2 hours to do it and my result will be twice better than what I was expecting. That's simply because I am in my best possible frame that time. I am not a morning person. I hate people waking me up early. I can stay late in the night and I can work. But what happens with all of you is that some of you are night owls. Some of you do stay awake till late in the night. But most of the time you are possibly doing things which are not productive. Okay. So you might be there on your mobile, chit-chatting with your friends, spending more time on social media. What you really need to do is, if you want to do all that non-productive stuff, and if you're a night person, you try and put the non-productive stuff for the morning hours and you put your productive stuff for the evening hours. So my request to all the parents also out there is, if you know that your child is a late evening person, it's okay. Not everybody can get up in the morning. People can exercise even in the evening. If you feel that your child is a late night person, boy or girl, then and if you feel that it's very difficult for them to get their energies in early morning, it's okay if they are studying late in the evening and they are, relaxing more in the morning hours. It's really not important to utilize all parts of the day in the same manner, especially knowing what kind of a person I am. So the very most important thing to become successful, where you will see n number of cases, okay? N number of cases where successful people have first been able to identify their timing well. It is all about the timing. When are you most productive? And you will be at your best in your most productive hour. Now, ask yourself, monitor yourself over next 3 or 4 days or a week. Are you a morning person? Are you an afternoon person? Or are you a late evening person? Okay. Ask that question. Second, have you ever tried and analyzed your own personality? We all want to get into a career. We all want to become super rich, super successful. But do you even know, if you do not get a career which is suiting your personality type, you will not enjoy it. Now today you see me absolutely peppy even at 10 o'clock in the night when I come live, and I'm able to talk with a lot of passion, and I'm able to make you laugh, and I'm able to entertain you, and I'm able to give you advice on your careers, and I'm able to launch student clubs, I'm able to launch student internships, I'm able to do so much, right? How am I able to do that? That's simply because as a person, I love talking. Okay. And then I backed up my talking ability with a lot of content and a lot of books and a lot of research. So I could talk well now. There's something called loving talking. That I love to talk. And there's something called I love to talk, but I know what to talk also. Right? So while I knew I love talking, okay, what I also know is that I know what to talk. Right? So what you really need to understand is that if you are able to understand yourself as a person better, you will be far more successful than others. So while you are researching about economy, while you're researching about stock markets, you're researching about companies, colleges, careers, have you actually started researching about yourself? Have you actually started understanding yourself better? Because that's where it will start. If you know what time is the most productive time of your day, okay, you will be able to schedule your activities in a manner where your most productive and most important activities are actually scheduled for that time of the day. For example, in my case, I put all my most important work during the evening hours. Yes, that has made me compromise on my social life a little, but it's okay. It's okay. Because I know that's my most productive time. The late evening time is my most productive time because I'm not a morning person. My friend Aditi, who is messaging right now, she is the international recruitment head for School of Visual Arts, New York. She's totally a morning person. She'll get up, she'll do her yoga, she'll do her martial arts, she'll jump around, and she will enjoy the morning really well. Whereas I will do everything late in the evening. Second, understand your personality type. Figure out, what do you like? Do you like to interact with people? Or are you one of those people who can sit silently for hours and days and research? Are you one of those people who can continuously research sitting on Google and write notes? Do you like writing? Do you like reading? Do you like listening? What do you like? Are you kinesthetic? Are you auditory? You have to know what is your personality type. Once you know what is your personality trait, even if you cannot go into the technicalities of personality types, I'm not asking you guys to understand the MBTI, Myers and Briggs types of interest. No, I'm not asking you to do that. Okay. So what I'm asking you to do is understand your own personality traits. And it does not take much. You have to pick up a pen, you have to pick up a journal, and you have to start writing. You have to start writing, this time I'm feeling productive, this time I'm feeling happy, this time I'm not feeling too energetic, but this is the time period when I'm feeling energetic. For example, I really feel energetic after late in the evening, I've taken a hot shower and I'm back to work. In last 30 minutes, I've possibly done and finished work of last 4 days. Can you imagine that? Because that's my most productive time. And then I came online because on the live, because I realized, oh shit, this is so important for my kids to know. This is so important for my students to know. This is so important for my followers to know. That are you actually being able to time your perfect time of the day? Are you able to understand about your personality type? So, ask yourself some questions. Figure out, what do you like to do? What is that trait of yours which is emerging, and then figure out a career which will keep you happy. It is not about making money, boys and girls. You can make money in any career whatsoever as long as you enjoy working in that career. If you're not enjoying working in that career, how much ever effort you will put, you will not be able to become rich. You will not be able to become successful. You will not be able to come to the peak of that particular career because you're not enjoying it. So you really, really need to enjoy it. And for that, understanding oneself is very, very important. Okay. So these are two things that I thought I should actually tell you, that get to know yourself better. That's one factor that really impacts your own success. And the worst part is you do not know yourself. You do not know yourself, boys and girls. And I am telling you, it is not so good. So tonight is the night when you will start mapping what I like, what I hate, who makes me happy, who has a negative impact on my emotions. What are those things which are triggering negative emotions? What are those things which are triggering good emotions? Do I feel happy going onto the stage in the school and talking? Or do I feel happy sitting, in the class, not talking to anybody? Am I an introvert? Am I an extrovert? Do I love to meet new people, or I just feel that I love to meet new people? Okay. If I really love to meet new people, can I look at careers more towards people management, where people to people interaction is there? Am I one of those people who can love and sit on a table and rack numbers and Excel sheets? Then maybe I can look at career in statistics. Okay. So you really need to start understanding yourself well. Two important factors that you really want to know about yourself. Starting today, give yourself 4-5 days, write notes in your journal, and in 4 to 5 days you will get to know what kind of a person you are. You will start understanding yourself better. Once you will understand yourself better, you'll be able to understand the world around you better. Do you understand that? So what is your perfect time of the day? Are you a morning person, afternoon person, or an evening person? Are you like me, who's a night owl? Most productive time is the late evening time, after 5 o'clock in the evening. What kind of a person are you? Do you love to talk to people? Do you do not love to talk to people? Do you love to research? Do you love to read? Do you love to go out there and be in the field? Or you're one of those who is happy sitting in an AC cabin on a table and just researching, drawing Excels, writing reports? All of that will help you find your true calling and become truly successful. Tomorrow, Amritsar, I am going to be there to talk to you. Then it's Jalandhar, then it's Ludhiana, and finally it's Chandigarh. So boys and girls, keep following High School Moms. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.